All right, I'm John the Finisher.
I'm Alex.
Welcome to REV Atlanta. Today we're going to take some time out and just talk about some of the vehicles that we have here in the shop today, talk about some of the products that we used to get the process done. Today we got a Porsche 911 Targa. This is an extremely beautiful car. I mean, it's coveted by Porsche owners. It's got a lot of delectable features that people like to look at, like the rear windshield, how it concaves and slants. What we did on this car was a full tint job all the way around.
We use the Mega Max, which is a super high-end ceramic infused tint with 99% IR rejection. Keeps your car nice and cool.
IR is infrared rejection, so that's technically what is really making you hot inside the car. This car was also covered head to toe in STEC PPF, which is paint protection film. If you don't know that acronym, it's kind of a rock chip proof layer of plastic that we put on the cars to protect them, keep them beautiful for years to come. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, but that's also the product that took the place of the leather bra that went on the front of the cars. A lot of y'all are probably not old enough to remember the leather bra. This car will get topped in our self-healing coating by Revivify. It will get a single layer because we already have film on the car. The wheels for this car, if you pay attention, these are 911 Turbo S wheels. These wheels are not the original wheels for this car. The original wheels are actually out at our powder coaters being powder coated. They're gonna come back this anodized silver to match this Targa bar, and it's just gonna be a more stately look for the car.
So why do you guys get so many Porsches?
The thing about the Porsches, right, is a little saying I got, man, is, you know, everything is frequency, you know, so we get one Porsche and it usually leads to another Porsche. And cars, they kind of come in bunches, color-wise and model-wise as well. So we'll have all black cars here some weeks, and it'll be all black Mercedes, and then it'll be all white Porsches, and then we like those all red Ferrari weeks, you know what I mean? So it just kind of comes in that way.
One time we had 3 F-250s here,
yeah,
I think.
3 F-250s, like we can fit that in here. Let's take you over to the Mint 911. You guys saw this car last week when it was in its early stages. Everybody knows this car is black underneath. We use Ghost PPF on this car. It's a colored version of the clear film. Same rock chip durability, same high gloss intensity, but it's made with real paint resin and actually captures Porsche mint green, which is one of the favorite colors of Porsche owners. We left a lot of the accents black. We do our due diligence by covering all the black stuff in clear plastic film as well, so we don't leave anything out.
Came in and did the jams here, make it look perfect.
For us, we like it because it gives the car the complete look of being factory. For some customers, it's not the biggest deal. You know, if you're doing a color change like this, black is a great accent color. These jams are naturally black, so we just chose to leave it that way. They are one of the more difficult parts of the car to wrap, for sure. Especially with this film because of how thick this film is, not traditional vinyl. Traditional vinyl, you can heat it up, you can stretch it, you can beat it up. This stuff's a little bit more delicate when you're installing, so you gotta be a little bit more careful. You don't have as much flexibility. Also wanted to bring your attention to the wheels, man. These are a beautiful set of polished HRE wheels, compliments of Butler Tire. Those are our neighbors, and we do a lot of business with those guys, but they always come through with something that looks custom, something that's stylish, and something that's classy all at the same time. I'm not sold on the yellow calipers. I really, in my mind, want to color match these calipers, but I mean, yellow, Porsche yellow, sunflower, it adds a nice touch, you know.
I like it. We also smoked the lights in the back here, the reflectors, rather. Kind of keep this dark look in the back. They were kind of jumping out red.
Just kind of tone everything down, you know? This is an interesting scenario when it comes to wrapping. We wanted to wrap this cradle. The customer wanted to leave it black, so we left it black, but what we had to do is create a line right here, because when we left it undone, it looked unfinished when you looked at the back of the car. So what we were able to do is come in here, create a nice natural line that flows, come up onto the top of the car, and now you have the look from behind the car that the back of it is wrapped up a quarter of the way. Kind of just completes the look. Also want to pay attention to on this car, ceramic tint. We put ceramic tint on everything. So if you come here and you ask, hey, why is the tint prices so high? Because we don't use any dyed film. Everything is ceramic, everything is IR. We don't want to put any cheap film on the car. We want to put it on one time and be done. It's not too difficult to tint, man. The more difficult will be the Targa back there with that rear windshield. Like I said, that is the holy grail of window tinting when it comes to back windshields. There's not a harder back windshield in my opinion.
That's the PhD right there.
That is it right there. You officially graduated when you do that. Another cool thing about this car, Alex, you grab the key.
Yep, I got it.
Just one little detail we wanted to do for the customer. He didn't ask us to do it, but we thought it'd be a nice touch, was to color match the key. So that's just another little
Wrapped
thing
it
we
with
do
the
here.
same material.
I think Butler Tire is going to tune it. Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I know they're removing the rear bumper for whatever it is that they're adding, so it should be something special.
Yeah, we got a good working relationship with those guys. They're across the street from us, so if they need us for something, they call. If we need them for something, we call. And
We can always coordinate with each other, move cars around.
It's been good.
718 Spider. And
Yeah, so man, out of the three of these cars, man, I gotta say this is probably my favorite, man. It's manual, which we all love. Including the top, which we did not know the top to this car was manual. Who knew $200,000 plus would get you a manual top? The design on the way this trunk opens is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like somebody took real time into putting this trunk together. Yellow belts, you know I'm a big fan of Porsche yellow belts, man. I love yellow seat belts, man. Big fan of the Porsche yellow seat belts. They just look good going down the street. You can just see it strapped across your chest. I like it.
if you had to choose one of these cars, is this the one that you choose?
I would take the 718 and I would probably wrap it that color. Yeah. Wheels are factory on here. Yellow calipers, you know how Porsche owners feel about their sunflower yellow calipers. They love them. I love them. They look good. Full body ceramic coating by Revivify on top of the paint protection film. Just a beautiful car, man, fun car. We're actually gonna take this car back later and put it in the client's garage. He's out of town, so we're gonna leave it at his house for him.
Probably have 6 to 8 hours plus.
Yeah,
coating.
6 to 8 hours PPF time and maybe 2.5 hours ceramic coating. Wheel faces included. We find that coating is the most hydrophobic coating. We also find that we put it on clients' cars and we do not see them again until they get a new car. And that's the way we like it.
The reason we love it so much is because of its self-healing capabilities. So with the traditional ceramic coating, you're gonna put it on your car, you wash, it's gonna get scratches in it, it's gonna look just like it did before you polished it. But with the self-healing coating by Revivify, also in our PPF has a self-healing coating as well. But minor swirls and scratches that you get from washing the car or just stuff coming up from the road will self-heal in the heat of the sun or under a heat gun or anything like that. It just melts back and disappears when it hits a certain temperature. That always keeps it looking clean and not scratched up.
You buy a car for two reasons, right? One, obviously, because it drives good. But the second reason we all know is because how it looks. So you spend $250K on a car like this. What is a fraction of that price spent to maintain this car looking beautiful for the rest of the time that you have it, you know? Spend that little bit of extra money and love this car every time you come out and see it sitting in your garage. Take you guys outside real quick. We got one more car we're gonna deliver later on today for a client. You guys might know, you might not, but Tesla holds a dear place in my heart. I worked there for about 7 years. We've got a Model S Plaid here. I would tell you nobody in the city or the state can polish a Tesla better, faster than I can, okay? I got a lot of experience with it. This car came black calipers. We did a burnt copper on the caliper with Tesla logos. These wheels were Tesla solar gray, powder coated those to a nice satin black. The client had already added these body pieces to the entire car, was polished head to toe, two-stage, and then coated with Revivify Carbon X, one single layer on the body of the car, and then we doubled up on the front clip so it'll get that extra rock chip protection. And what you have here is a Tesla Plaid that's ready for the streets. This is probably about 9 hours worth of polish work, probably 2 hours worth of coating. Wheels were done in 2 days. Calipers took about a day and a half. And if you don't know where we're at, we're right here off of Roswell Road. We're directly across the street from Butler Tire. All you have to do, if you can't find us, is find Butler Tire and say that you're looking for Rev, and they will point you in the right direction.
They always do.
Also, I did just want to mention that this is Alex's personal vehicle right here. All right, Alex does not have any PPF on this car, only the Revivify coating. He's been driving it for a year. No rock chips on the front end, okay? The stuff works, come get it.
So I was gonna say, so this coating's been on here for almost a year now.
Yeah.
It's had, I don't know, 5 or 6 washes. We don't have to wash it very much, but if you can see it's still
like day
just
one.
like the day it was put on. Wash that dirt right off. And like just the wind can blow these.
All right, if you guys are in the Atlanta area, if you guys are coming up from Florida, traveling out here from California, coming in from Texas, coming down from North Carolina, and you guys are looking for somewhere to bring your car and get some quality products put on your car by some guys that have been doing this for over 15 years, come right here, REV Atlanta. I'm John the Finisher. Y'all have a good day. Leave us some good comments, man. We respond to everything.